Hi Jacob.
Hi, mate.
Thanks for coming along to this meeting. How are you? All good?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good, good. Like I say, thanks for taking the time out of your day to come and do this meeting. It's like I say, it's just gonna be a general chit chat just so we can catch up
Yeah,
before we start programming. Just gives me a bit more information about you and just general bits and bobs about your lifestyle, your diet, etc. And we can get some goals agreed.
that
Shouldn't
sounds
take any
bang on.
longer than 10 minutes. So as you know, you completed the IPAC and the Park U forms for me the other day. Thanks for just getting on with that. I know it's one of those things that can be easily put off, but makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Has anything changed with what on those
No,
forms or
nothing's
no?
changed at all now.
Perfect. That's ideal. So like I say, as I can see from those forms, you come across as generally quite an active person day to day,
Yeah,
which is excellent. You've said that typically you'll be vigorously active sort of 2 or 3 days a week. Are you
yeah.
able to just sort of tell me about what that might entail and what sort of things you're getting up to?
Well, I'm a student, so a lot of walking to and from campus multiple times a day. I used to go to the gym, but not anymore. So I do have a bit of a background on being active, but yeah, it's mainly walking, to be honest.
Perfect. Is there any specific reasons for your more intense exercise away from it or
I I have a job as well. I work at
yeah,
McDonald's part time, so a lot of lifting heavy boxes as well, if that counts as. So I do
yes, it's
that as
just
well.
just general day-to-day bits and pieces
Yeah,
that are part of life as such.
yeah.
Cool. So now just sort of thinking about your lifestyle and you know, what's your in terms of like your diet and your eating and alcohol consumption, where are you
Yeah.
sort of at with that?
Uh, I'd say my lifestyle's fairly good. Like anyone, you have off days, you have the odd takeaway each week and an odd beer. But
Yeah,
all in all, I cook my own meals from fresh, so can't complain on that. I eat plenty of fruit and veg, so I
perfect.
consider my diet fairly well.
Sounds like you're eating enough to sort of fuel
Yeah,
some gym sessions and exercise.
yeah,
So yeah, you've mentioned your occupation, working at McDonald's, so that I
yeah,
assume is just long days on your feet, just
yeah.
constantly moving around, lifting stuff.
Very.
So that's again great. Um, do you take part in like recreational sport or
I
any
used to
sort
play
of hobbies?
football. I used to play
Yeah,
football, but not anymore. Hobbies. Me and my girlfriend take a dog for a walk quite often.
yeah.
It's usually us two that do it. So yeah, it's
Again,
mainly walking.
just
I do a lot of walking.
that's good because I think it's quite an easy thing to not do, and it's
Yeah.
it's it's so good for you. It's good that you do a lot of it. Um, just a quick one. Any sort of medical issues, risk factors that I might need to know, just that might stop you from exercising?
No, like we said on the Park Q and I pack,
Yeah,
everything's
no,
perfect.
I didn't think there would be, but it's just one of
Yeah,
those things, sort of
yeah.
have to check. Um, what's your sort of main motivation behind getting back into the gym? I know you said you've been previously. So what sort of reasons do you have for wanting to get
Uh,
back into it?
I just like to get back into the shape I used to be in. Really,
Yeah,
that's the main factor. Looking back at old photos of yourself and you see that you've lost
yeah,
a bit
no,
of your muscle
definitely.
mass, and it's like, yeah, and you've got holidays coming up. Be nice
Yeah,
to be in good shape for the summer for my holidays, but yeah, it's old photos. They motivate me.
yeah, just get sort of back to being a bit more physically active, a
Yeah.
bit fitter, a bit stronger. Perfect. Um, in terms of like your availability, just so I know when you're programming, what sort of 3 days a week you'll be able
Yeah,
to
three
come
to
in
four
and
days a week. Perfect. That'd be
ideal.
ideal. Yeah.
Perfect. So now, yeah, like the next big bulk of the chat is just sort of trying to figure out some goals so that we've
Yeah.
got something that can we can always be looking at and referring to.
Yeah.
Um, a technique I like to use is the what they call the smarter technique. So it's just a way of making sure your goals are nice and specific. We can easily
Yeah.
check how you're getting along with them, nice and realistic.
Yeah.
Um, we like to look sort of short term, which is like over the next month and a half or so.
Yeah.
Medium term, which is sort of in 3 4 months, and then long term, which is looking at 12 months down the line. Um, so yeah, looking at ahead to sort of the next 4 to 6 weeks, where do you want to be?
I just like, to be honest, it might sound like an easy goal, but I just like to be going consistently.
Yeah,
That's
we just
my
want
main
to
goal to start off with.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That makes my life a lot easier, because if you
Yeah.
can like consistently get yourself into the gym and
Yeah.
be doing your program, obviously it makes my life easier, because I haven't got to constantly be at you saying, oh,
Yeah.
have you been doing this, have you been doing that, and all that. So that's ideal. In terms of sort of in 3 months time, what's your sort of main physical goal as such? Where do you want to be?
I'd like to gain a bit of weight, get a bit more muscle on me again,
Yeah,
gain some weight, and just get stronger on. To start, we just get stronger on all lifts.
perfect. So
Triangle strength on everything.
just try and build those numbers up as best we
Yeah.
can, without obviously going too far and
Yeah.
potentially injuring yourself. Perfect. Long term, 12 months time, what's your sort of, you got anything that you're looking at training towards, or are you
I'd
just sort of
love
seeing
to
every
try
day?
and sort of hit a big bench press or deadlift or squat, something
Yeah,
like that, if possible.
just focusing on those like compound lifts,
Yeah,
seeing,
I'd love to try and get back into them. Yeah.
yeah, seeing how high we can get that PB
Yeah,
and 1 rep max and all
that'd
that.
be a massive goal.
Ideal. So yeah, like I say, the smarter model allows us to keep everything nice and specific, but it also allows us to just keep evaluating where we're at. And
Yeah.
if we're ahead of time, we can push things further on and see where we go, and vice versa. If we're not looking like one track, we can readjust
Yeah.
and keep nice and just keep everything ticking over, so that you know where you're at as such. Yeah, have you got any additional questions you'd want to think about?
So, how long are the sessions normally? So, if we do 3 to 4 a week, how long would they be normally?
Getting started, probably no longer than an hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes, just so that allows us to, I think it's important when getting back into the gym that we sort of take a full body aspect.
Yeah.
So always trying to target everywhere and build everything up consistently, because I think if you split it down, it can often become quite easy to enjoy one session more than another, and then
Yeah.
you overtrain one element and not so much on the others. So an hour long allows us to sort of just like keep everything in one, but also doesn't take too much time out of your day. Won't have you feeling too exhausted after it,
Yeah.
hopefully. And yeah, you can just stay nice and consistent with it.
All sounds great to me.
Anything else, or is that about it? Have you got anything else you might want to query?
Not so much really. I'm just excited to get started. To be honest, what you're saying sounds perfect to me. You've motivated me already to want to start back with the information and the knowledge you've got, and I'm just excited to start.
Excellent, that's great. So yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I want to be hearing from a
Yeah.
client. My job's just to help people enjoy their exercise and getting
Yeah.
into the gym, and I want you to achieve your goals just as much as you do. So
Yeah.
that'll be perfect. So yeah, I think that covers everything. If there's
Yep.
anything else you want to ask, just get in touch. You know where I
Yep.
am. And yeah, I'll get working away on your program, and we'll catch up in a few days' time and start getting going.
Sounds great. Can't wait.
Excellent. Thanks, Jacob. I'll let you carry on with your day.
See you
Take
later,
care of
mate.
yourself.
See ya.
Cheers. Perfect.